I welcome you all in the 7th lecture on fuels, and in this lecture I am going to talk about the ultimate analysis. So the definition of ultimate analysis we have seen in the last video. Ultimate analysis is a kind of analysis in which we determine the chemical composition of the coal or a fuel, say for example carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, sulfur and ash. So first of all we are taking the determination of carbon and hydrogen. So let us understand how we determine the percentage carbon and hydrogen using a simple diagram. So please draw the diagram along with me. So firstly we burn the known amount of coal in a combustion tube in the presence of oxygen. A known amount of coal is burnt in the presence of oxygen in the combustion tube. So what is this? This is combustion tube. As we know, the major constituent of the coal is carbon and hydrogen. So upon combustion, this coal will give you products like carbon dioxide and water, which is mainly responsible for the carbon and hydrogen, which is mainly responsible for the calorific value of the coal. So the carbon and hydrogen present in the coal undergo combustion, gets converted into carbon dioxide and water. Then the products of combustion, that is carbon dioxide and water, is allowed to pass through a set of absorption assembly which consists of a tube, U-shaped tube, and the second is potash bulb. So this whole setup is known as absorption assembly. Absorption assembly, which consists of calcium chloride tube, which is filled with anhydrous calcium chloride, and second one is the set of potash bulbs which contain potassium hydroxide solution. Potassium hydroxide. So to ensure the complete absorption of carbon dioxide, we have used two bulbs. Now let us understand again the working and construction. So first of all, a known weight of coal, which is about 1 to 2 gram, is undergo combustion in the presence of oxygen in a combustion tube, which give rise to the formation of carbon dioxide and water. And in the first tube we are using calcium chloride, we are using anhydrous calcium chloride. So this anhydrous calcium chloride get absorb the water, means out of this carbon dioxide and water, the water get absorbed in this calcium chloride tube, and the remaining carbon dioxide get absorbed in the potash bulbs. So accordingly, the weight of calcium chloride tube and potash bulb should increase and will increase. because in this water get absorbed, so due to the absorption of water the weight of this bulb increases and weight of this potash bulb will increase due to the carbon dioxide, right? So we can say, what is the use of calcium chloride? It will absorb water. What is the use of potassium hydroxide solution? It is a base, and carbon dioxide, which is acidic in nature, carbon dioxide get absorbed by the potassium hydroxide. So accordingly the weight of the potash bulb and calcium chloride tube will increase, and then we will measure the increase in weight of calcium chloride tube and potash bulb separately, right? So and then we apply a simple formula, and using that formula we can determine the carbon and hydrogen. So first of all, let me determine the percentage carbon. So as you have seen, carbon, due to the combustion, carbon gets converted into carbon dioxide. So if I see 12 gram of carbon will give you 44 gram of carbon dioxide, right? I think this is very simple to understand. 12 gram of carbon will give you 44 gram of carbon dioxide. Now say for example, X gram of carbon dioxide is produced. Let us understand, let us suppose X gram of carbon dioxide get produced during the combustion, complete combustion of this coal. So that means, and that X gram can be found in the form of increase in weight of potash bulb. I think this is understood, right? जो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड प्रोड्यूस हुई है वो हमें पता लग जाएगी इस इंक्रीज इन पोटाश बल्ब से. फॉर एग्जांपल, पोटाश बल्ब का पहले वेट था बिफोर द एक्सपेरिमेंट, बिफोर कंबस्टन, लेट अस से इसका जो वेट था इट वाज W1, राइट? आई एम गिविंग यू अ वेरी सिंपल एग्जांपल जिसकी सहायता से आप इसको समझ सकते हैं. लेट अस सपोज बिफोर द एक्सपेरिमेंट द वेट ऑफ दिस बल्ब वाज W1, and after the experiment the weight of this bulb become W2. Now why the weight of this bulb get increased? Because of absorption of carbon dioxide. That means W1, what is W2? W2 is W1 plus X, means carbon dioxide. W1 plus carbon dioxide, and we have assumed carbon dioxide as X gram. यानी कि जो W2 है, W2 माइनस W1 कर देंगे तो वो क्या आ जाएगा आपका? अमाउंट ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड आ जाएगा. I think it is clear. Before the experiment the weight was, is this whole set, weight of the bulbs were was W1. After the experiment it became W2. So W2 में क्या है? W1 which was the weight earlier, और बढ़ा किस वजह से? बिकॉज ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. सो W2 माइनस W1 इज द वेट ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, एंड we will find out the increase in weight. So obviously the increase in weight is the weight due to carbon dioxide. So what I have supposed it X gram. So now you see 44 gram of carbon dioxide is equivalent to 12 gram of carbon. 44 ग्राम कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड में 12 ग्राम कार्बन है, तो X ग्राम कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड में कितना ग्राम कार्बन होगा? X ग्राम कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड में कितना ग्राम होगा कार्बन? 12/44 गुना में X ग्राम, राइट? सो दैट इज द weight of carbon. What we are determining the percentage carbon. So how we can get percentage carbon? Percentage carbon is the weight of carbon divided by total weight of coal, या weight of coal multiplied by 100. as simple as that, right? भैया इस कोयले में कार्बन कितना है वो कैसे पता लगेगा? कार्बन का वेट पता लग जाए, टोटल कोयला कितना है ये पता लग जाए, मल्टीप्लाई बाय 100. और कार्बन आपने कितनी निकाल दी? कार्बन कितनी आ गई? 12/44 गुना में X. So weight of carbon is 12 upon 44 into X. And what is X? Amount of carbon dioxide. What is X? Amount of carbon dioxide divided by weight of coal. Weight of coal multiplied by 100. तो ये बन जाएगा परसेंटेज कार्बन. Right? Similarly, we will determine the percentage hydrogen. I hope you have understood it. इसी तरीके से फिर हम निकालेंगे percentage hydrogen. How? Now let us again consider another equation. So due to the combustion of hydrogen, you will get water. How you will produce water? Due to the combustion of hydrogen. So 2 gram of hydrogen will give you 18 gram of water. Let us suppose y gram of water is produced during the combustion. Let us suppose y gram of this water is produced. So this y gram will be equal to, कैसे पता लगेगा? Increase in weight of calcium chloride tube, right? ये y gram कहाँ से पता लगेगा? Increase in weight of calcium chloride tube. How? Let us suppose the weight before the experiment, weight of calcium chloride tube before the experiment is, say for example, W dash. After the experiment, ये है before experiment, और after the experiment, let us suppose the weight of calcium chloride. It is obvious कि after the experiment, due to the absorption of water, the weight of this bulb will increase. That is understood. Let us suppose it is W double dash. Now what will be the weight of water? Weight of water कितना हो जाएगा? W double dash minus W dash, और what we are supposing it as Y. हम इसको क्या मान रहे हैं? Y मान रहे हैं, right? So again come back to this equation. 18 ग्राम अगर वाटर है तो उसमें कितना ग्राम हाइड्रोजन होगा? 2 ग्राम हाइड्रोजन, राइट? और 1 ग्राम वाटर अगर है तो कितना होगा? 2 upon 18 ग्राम, right? That means 1 upon 9 gram of hydrogen. I hope that is understood. Or if y gram of hydrogen is produced, y gram of water is produced, what we are supposing, the weight of water is y gram. So due to y gram of water, the hydrogen will be 1 upon 9 into y. And what is y? Amount of water. Now this equation, same equation become percentage hydrogen will be weight of hydrogen. भैया आपको हाइड्रोजन का परसेंटेज निकालना है, तो हाइड्रोजन का परसेंटेज, हाइड्रोजन है किसमें? इस कोयले में. तो वेट कितना है उस हाइड्रोजन का और टोटल वेट कितना है कोयले का, राइट? सो वेट ऑफ हाइड्रोजन डिवाइडेड बाय वेट ऑफ कोल. भाई उस कोयले में ही तो है हाइड्रोजन, मल्टीप्लाइड बाय 100. So that become the percentage hydrogen. Now you see what is the weight of hydrogen? The weight of hydrogen is 1 by 9 into y. Weight of hydrogen is 1 by 9 into y. And what is y? Amount of water divided by weight of coal. Right? Amount of water या weight of water. Weight of water multiplied by 100. Or in other sense, what we can say, 1 upon 9. 1 upon 9. और ये weight of water कहाँ से आया? Increase in weight of calcium chloride tube. So we can write increase in weight of CaCl2 tube divided by weight of coal and multiplied by 100. So in other sense we can write this also. 1 upon 9 increase in weight of calcium chloride tube. Increase in weight of calcium chloride tube means weight of water. So that will give you percentage hydrogen. I hope you have understood this whole process. दिस इज वेरी सिंपल, एक बार फिर से इसको समझ लिए। नाउ इन हिंदी, प्योर हिंदी, सबसे पहले हम जो नॉन वेट ऑफ कॉल लेंगे, उसका कंबस्शन करेंगे। उसके कंबस्शन से क्या प्रोड्यूस होगी, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड और वाटर प्रोड्यूस होगा। जो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड वाटर है उसको हम पास करेंगे कैल्शियम क्लोराइड ट्यूब से। तो कैल्शियम क्लोराइड ट्यूब में क्या होगा, पहले वाटर एब्जॉर्ब हो जाएगा। वाटर एब्जॉर्ब हो गया तो इसका मतलब इस जो ट्यूब है इसका वेट बढ़ेगा। फिर कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड में से फिर बचेगी कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड, क्योंकि वाटर सारा एब्जॉर्ब हो गया। वॉट कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड को फिर हम पोटाश बल्ब में से पास कर देंगे। पोटाश बल्ब में से जब हम पास करेंगे तो इस पोटाश बल्ब का वेट इंक्रीज हो जाएगा। और हम कर क्या रहे हैं, हम कैल्शियम क्लोराइड का कितना वेट गेन हुआ, कैल्शियम क्लोराइड ट्यूब का वेट कितना गेन हुआ, और पोटाश बल्ब का वेट कितना गेन हुआ, ये चीज हम निकाल करके सिंपल से फॉर्मूले में पुट कर रहे हैं। अगर परसेंटेज कार्बन चाहिए तो यहाँ आ जाएगा 12/44, 12/44 इंक्रीज इन वेट ऑफ पोटाश बल्ब्स डिवाइडेड बाय वेट ऑफ कोल इनटू 100। और हम अगर हमें परसेंटेज हाइड्रोजन निकालनी है तो 1/9 इंक्रीज इन वेट ऑफ कैल्शियम क्लोराइड ट्यूब डिवाइडेड बाय वेट ऑफ कोल इनटू 100, right? And increase in weight of calcium chloride tube will give you weight of water. Weight of water can be converted into weight of hydrogen. कैसे हमने निकाला है, बिकॉज 18 ग्राम वाटर में 2 ग्राम हाइड्रोजन है, तो y ग्राम में कितना हो जाएगा, अगर से फॉर एग्जांपल y ग्राम प्रोड्यूस होता है तो y/9, 9 ग्राम ऑफ हाइड्रोजन। सो लाइकवाइज वी कैन डिटरमाइन दी percentage carbon and percentage hydrogen. Now you see why we have used potassium hydroxide in this potassium hydroxide, and why we are using calcium chloride. So potassium hydroxide is capable of absorbing the carbon dioxide, because carbon dioxide is acidic. What is the nature of carbon dioxide? It is acidic, whereas potassium hydroxide is basic, and acid and base are reactive. क्या बनाते हैं, they will give you salt plus water, right? And water, why we are using calcium chloride, because calcium chloride is water absorber. So this is your anhydrous calcium chloride. It has good property of absorbing the water. That is why we are using the calcium chloride in the desiccator also, and that will give you calcium chloride heptahydrate. So that is all about the method of determination of carbon and hydrogen, or the first part of ultimate analysis. In the next video we will talk about the determination of nitrogen and using the process Geldahl method. So that is all for today's lecture, today's video. I hope you have understood this experiment.